Hello, this tutorial on eBackpack is going to show you how to manipulate your roster if you have students that are not enrolled in a class, or if you need to create a class or create something. There's some situations where you may be a sponsor or a coach of a small group and there would be some information you would like to get out to those students, but it's not necessarily a class. It could be FBLA or speech, mock trial, something like that, where you have some PDFs or some information you want to get out to those students via the iPad instead of doing some specific paper copies or handouts. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and sign in to eBackpack. And when you're signed in, you will see your classes will appear that you currently have along the left-hand side. Those would be courses. The courses that you have are coming directly from PowerSchool because eBackpack will sync every night with eBackpack as far as your enrollment and the classes that you have each semester. So as you can see, I have a course that I have called Stop It, and that course was created by me. It's not a course in PowerSchool, so I had to add it myself. So in order to get something like that to show up, you would immediately go into Settings and Reports, and you can go to Active Classes, and these would be on the right hand side. You would see all the classes that you currently have. So let's say you wanted to add a class that's not necessarily graded, but you wanted to add a group or something that you would sponsor. So in this case, I do the Stop It class, so I'll just create one again, and I will call it Stop It. Don't worry about class code. Display name, it can be the same if you prefer. Member commenting, I just left that at deny. I left all these things basically as the default. You can go back in and change these things if you would like to later. Administrator, if you have a co-sponsor or someone else that would be working with this course, you may add them. So in this case, it would be a co-teacher or someone else that's directly involved in your course. You can add them as an administrator, and then obviously you can remove them as you need to. As far as adding members, this is where you would be adding any student. So if you start typing their name, you can pull up last name and add students to the course just as easily as you can add them, or excuse me, add administrators. And then once you hit save, then you can see I have two Stop It courses now. I can see the administrators and the users that are involved. So anytime you want to add a class, you just need to be in Settings and Reports, and you can look at your active classes and add a class there. So if you want to add something you sponsor, you can do that. Now, as far as enrollment in your classes, as you can see, I now have two courses in the green. So I'm going to go to this one that I recently added, and you can click on the course, and then when you go into roster, you can see who's enrolled in that course. And if there's students that you need to add, you can add them, but if you would like to edit, you can take students and remove them. Add or remove there, and then you just hit save. You can see I have no students enrolled in there now. If I would like to remove administrators, I can remove that as well. So that's a simple way to go ahead and add a course if you need to add something. Again, when you sign in and if you do not see it listed, you go to Settings and Reports, look at your active classes and then you would add a class. Then to work on enrollment in the course, you would just click on it, click on the course you have from the top, go to roster, and then edit your roster, and that's where you can change or edit the students that are enrolled in that course. Questions, you can contact me, but that's how you would create a course if it's something that's not coming directly from PowerSchool and syncing over to eBackpack.